Okay, so lock strap unable to unlock. Alright. I'm testing open camera, which seems really awesome. The settings on there are way better than my standard camera, and I can lock a lot of features on there. So I got to learn that. So that's what I'm currently doing. So we're doing this test video. Alright, so because the problem is there was a lot of motion, and there's two different things. Like, I tend to be animated, which vibrates the camera, and sometimes I bump it. So then there's this little jolt, and then there's the camera's up here with the halo, and the visual field keeps zooming in and focusing at different eras, and then that causes a blur, which adds to an effect. It gives it a raw footage feel, but a lot of times you get this awe feeling. So like, oh, I missed that piece, or what have you. I've got to figure out. All right, hold on. Additionally, I need to invest in Scotch tape, or not Scotch tape, masking tape. So that way I can line out my camera angle, so just right outside. So that way, because currently speaking, I'm using a little thing, and then I'm using my other piece of paper as a guideline, which isn't even close. So my setup is kind of restricted. I need to move the table over so that way it's centered, or move the chair. So but the problem is then down under the table, here's the table, here's the light stand. It actually is way over here with the camera. There's this, and then there's this like table leg. There's a table leg that goes this way, but my one foot is right on top of it. Then I've got one there, which causes me to lean that way. So I like to have one foot each side, so that way I can swing my foot or move my foot up and down. So, sorry. My mind just went blank because of the music. So here we are. We have I have one website, one drink company, one decentralized server system. Okay, now my problem is, it's like every time I go back, like I did a huge chunk for the layout, and then I explained it online, which was different. So I'm doing an EPUB. It's probably just going to be a PBF, peanut butter and jelly, EPUB, but it's probably going to be a PDF, of which will list the layout image, what I want to see, and then the reasoning for customer, the logic behind it, why it's required, how one screen builds upon the other screen builds. Okay, all connected. That'll keep looping you back to the beginning until you understand you don't need it anymore. The one thing I need to address is the photos. All right, I'm straight up telling you, they're gonna the customers will pay $7. Okay, 7, straight up 7. That's a latte. All right, cost around here for the type I get. Um, but these photos right there will be CC0 and supplied by you. All right, just one for every 7. All right. And the reason for that is that AI. This is the whole point. AI is going to take those images and use those to produce artwork. Use it as reference. All right. So, and I don't know how. I don't understand their algorithm. But then the next step is that simulations are going to then appear, and then personas of yourself will be in entertainment. It. All right. So, and then eventually from there, those entities will then be kings of their own world. So, what I've been trying to teach beyond this is control of your frequency, your output, your mental thought bubble. Because if you're putting out a frequency, you have a team. No matter whether you met them or not, John, Joe, Lisa, Krabby Patty, this is your team that you're working with. You are all connected at the same bandwidth. So this frequency, you're all projecting the same range, oscillating. All right. So the problem is like I'm getting you to think more, and then define it, and then those others get their meaning. They hit so on their narrative. I don't know how to illustrate this. This piece of information at this range right there is different meanings to different people. So this is your team. When they feel that urge, it is dun 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 dun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so you got 7 people. All right, and they all have different meanings. So, but they're dealing with their own thing, and then from that point, if they defined it as a person, it can be adaptive because you know that they learned more information since the last time you defined it. All right, a thing cannot. A thing is what it is, and then you are defining it. So maybe you have a large or small social network. There's, and it ranges from time to time, but there's pertinent reasons for each one. So on this, on the small, you label your stuff, everything has a reason. Very organized, even in disorganized chaos, you're able to do, someone is able to learn, come back in, and then tell you exactly how to address the larger problem. So, where I'm different is I'm telling you exactly my problem. All right. So you probably one of my drinks. I'm going to go ahead and address that. So there is a cue ball. It's called CUE. It sometimes has a red dot on there, or a green dot, or whatever color dot, depending on the artist's rendering. That for my drink company technically will be the 16th ball. Yet the name, it is called Bloom. Alright. This is going to address new tropics. Alright, so I'm going to discuss that. I'm trying to empty my plate, is what I'm doing. So I'm doing a venting session, and that's why you can tell my voice is so hesitant yet like rigid. It's like spiky. So, oh shit. All right, sorry about that. All right, so that times 16. All of them will have same no tropics. All right, so across the board, same to 16. All right, then we have a flavor profile. At 8. Now, technically, these each has sugar plus and minus, so there's 2. So 2 times 16. 16. So once flavor profile has been locked in for all 15, because we're actually doing, it's technically 15 plus bloom. And then we're going to have 2 styles. Of the 8 ball. All right. They're also going to have that. All right. Since there's no, the opposite is actually the cue ball. That is bloom. All right. And this, we don't talk about the sexy man. And then it's horrible. It's a horrible drawing. But anyways, that's supposed to be a thumbs down. So, all right. So, the Bleem is going to be our tester strip. So we'll have the original one, which that's yellow. And then we'll have hypothetical 1 to the 0. All right. And that's Bleem. It's like the road of the balls. Meaning we're testing. So this would be original. This would be new. All right. Hope that makes sense. We got to that point. And then once all are just straight, this rocks, we're going to cancel that whole flavor profile out. As the second step, we're going to change nootropics first. Nootropics. And then second would be repeat. Flavor. Because we know that when you change the chemicals, the actual working smart pill, it's going to change the flavor profile. So then we'll do that. That set of ingredients and how we made it will be then open source. So that way you can make your own minus our company title for our cans. So I hope that makes sense. Let's get that all in there. There's a camera feature or a snapshot feature, which I don't know which one. I'm gonna try that. All right, and then so that's that. I understand that. I understand the colors. I understand the flavor. I understand the names, official and unofficial, that are probably going to happen. So it's just where I'm getting hung up is this situation. All right, at the base core, acquiring the required funds. All right, my credit's shot. I'm disabled. There's no way I'm going to do it, so I'm supposed to do that at $7 times 5. This right here, see, if I put that there, that's just changed. If I put a period there, that's just changed your thought process if I did that. But the fact of the matter is that once you start seeing this you as an individual will say failure, going to be a fail, epic. All right, I'm not going to supply $7, even though I like this guy and I would like to sit down and have a cup of coffee with him. So there are too many negatives. There's no way. This is so childish and outlandish. All right, even though he's done the steps, he's checked the marketplace, he knows his clientele from homelessness to $1 million millionaires from my childhood. Okay. I was trying to write fairies there for some reason. So, and this will be explained. The whole point of this process is so that I can explain how the decisions of $1 is the exact same as a corporate structure, a higher. They're the exact same. If we raise it to the power of 0, I know math, I can do that. I can make them the exact same. That's not the point. The fact of the matter is the stress is still radiating the same information. All right, you're still worried about, instead of one person or maybe a handful of people, you're worried about a company or a state or a country. So, but it's the same information. They have the same tools that you have. Just working with more or processing. A degree different. Now, saying this right here, I know I haven't reached this status yet. And then this right here would state that out of 2000, when I graduated high school, I would have made $1 million per year. All right, so that would make all my past just fall away because my economic class. But the problem is I acquired information. I learned my body. All right. But this person that has been this or in this class around these people for that amount of time are going to have their arguments. And I won't know how to address them until I get there. So, help me.
Josh.
Yeah?
Would you like some?
Somewhat.
Nacho fries.
Oh, no, thank you. I appreciate that. All right, now I gotta figure out how to stop this. Screen is locked. Well, how do you unlock it? Swipe to unlock.